Good morning, everyone. I wanted to do a video today on how I take care of my Ficus lyrata. I bought this plant about a month ago from Lowe's for $20. There are 3 plants in here. There's a really nice trunk right there. There's one, and here's the third one. So this plant right now is sitting at an east-facing window, about 2 feet apart, my watering can. About 2 feet from the window, and it gets direct sunlight a few hours in the morning, no more than 2. And then after that, it's still rather bright, but not very sunny. Since it's been in my care for the past month, it has not dropped any leaves. It's doing quite well, actually. It's put out this new growth already since it's been here. And the leaves are very big, very healthy. In the very beginning, when I had this and this leaf and these 2 leaves here, it had some red speckles, just like you see here. I know this is not speckles, this is just veins, but it had some red speckles, and the speckles eventually went away, and that's this leaf right here. So I'm not panicking because I see a speck or 2 here. It's not any bacteria or insects or anything like that. It's just whatever they call it, edema, and the tree eventually gets rid of it, or it goes away. Here I use Fox Farm potting soil, and because it's sitting so close to the window, the soil dries out a lot faster than it would if it was to still be in the nursery pot. I watered it last Friday, and today is Tuesday. I believe I'm going to water it again. I think I'm going to go about between 5 and 7 days. I think if I wait 10 days to water it, it might be a little bit too dry. Also, what I do every morning, and probably when I just feel like it, I will mist the plant. It makes me feel happy spritzing the plant, and the plant enjoys it. And besides that, it also benefits my, what's that called, my orchids. I got 3 right here, and I've got 2 more up there. So I spritz my plant a bit. I wipe the leaves down with a damp cloth to keep the leaves lint-free so that it can absorb the sunlight. I took this plant out of its nursery pot probably a week after I got it, because the nursery pot, there wasn't a drainage hole on the bottom of the pot, but it was just sort of on the side down here. So water was still sitting, at least that's what I thought. Water was still sitting down here, and it just wasn't draining fast enough for my liking, and it was not draining fast enough for my environment here in our home. So that's when I decided to put it in this 5-gallon terracotta pot, and the water has been, the moisture, the water has been drying out good enough that's keeping this plant from crying. It's been doing very well. Like I said, it's been a month, and it's been here. This is the worst leaf so far, but this is probably because of the damage of moving it around and back and forth into the house when I picked it up. But it's okay. It hasn't dropped any leaves, and I know I've heard people say that this thing comes from the wetlands of Africa. You can't put it in direct sunlight, it'll scorch leaves. That's relative. In my opinion, I am no expert, but proof is in the pudding. My Ficus lyrata has been sitting in direct sunlight for about 2 hours, no more than 2 hours a day, and she is doing quite well. She's not throwing a fit or anything, whatever it is I'm doing. This plant seems to like it, and the leaves are beautiful. Yeah, so I do just keep it in this window about 2 feet away from the plant, or the plant is about 2 feet from the window. It gets direct sunlight about an hour and a half to 2 hours at most a day. I am watering it every 5 to 7 days now, and I give it a good drench, a good soak, about a quarter gallon. No, I'm lying. About half a gallon, and I watch the water run all the way down, and only then I'll stop. So I'll water it for a little bit, and then I'll stop and see if water drains out of the holes or not. And then if it doesn't, then I'll water a little bit more until the water does come out of the drainage hole. Then I know that I've watered it enough, and I'll stop. Like I said, this is soil that I use from Fox Farm. It's potting soil, and the tree seems to be doing well. I've had it for a month, and it's not dropped any leaves on me. So I give it good draining soil, good sunlight or good light, and I water it between 5 and 7 days, and the tree has been doing good for me. I just noticed this leaf. This poor leaf's probably the worst leaf out of the whole bunch, probably because I've moved it around back and forth because trying to water or trying to clean it. And usually the leaves, I don't know if you can tell, but usually the leaves are a little bit more upright. Right now it looks a little relaxed. It's telling me that it's thirsty, because what I also did was I put my finger in the soil here, and in this soil I am going down about all of my index finger, okay, and it's coming up dry, so it's telling me that it's thirsty. Oh, sorry for the bad aiming on this camera. Yeah, it's telling me it's thirsty. It's not wet, so I'm going to water it again. So I'm not telling you how often you should water yours. It's really depending on your environment. And my environment, it's right by the window, so the pot stays warm. The direct sunlight also, so any moisture that it has evaporates rather quickly. But it seems to be doing good in my care. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you give it a thumbs up. If there's something that I need to do to improve in my video, please let me know. If there's something that I am doing that you do like, please let me know. This is my second video. My first one is on how to make a sourdough starter. I do everything, or I like to do everything. But this is my video on how I take care of my Ficus lyrata. And her name is Sophie. Well, there's 3 of them. I'm going to name all of them Sophie. I probably won't break them apart, probably won't split them until next year, probably. But I am pretty satisfied by putting it in this pot. I took it out of the nursery pot probably a week after it came in, because I just didn't like how it was looking in the pot, and plus I like instant gratification. Take it out of the nursery pot and put it in its permanent home, and she's doing well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Everybody stay safe. Take care.